In this lesson, we will use the measure tool to measure the distance between 2 points. I have a floor plan open and I would like to measure one of these rooms to get its length and width. I'll start up here in the master bedroom of this house. The Measure Distance tool is located on the Home tab in the Utilities panel. Here we can see Measure Distance is the default button. If I click the Measure dropdown, I get some additional measure tools. I'll begin by selecting the Measure Distance command and picking 2 points. So I'm going to pick 2 points to specify the width of this room. So I'll pick the 2 points there, and the value comes into my command line. I'm going to press F2 to bring up my AutoCAD text window to get a closer look. So we're given the distance value, in this case 13 feet 6 inches. We're also given the angle in the XY plane. Since I picked from left to right, it reads 0. If I would have picked right to left, it would read 180. The angle from the XY plane actually deals with 3D. Since we're drawing in 2D, we can ignore this value. The delta is the change, so delta x is the change in the x direction, is 13 feet 6 inches. Y you can see is 0, and z is that third dimension, so it should always be 0. I'm going to press F2 to close my text window, and notice at the command line, if I want to measure another distance, I can simply press Enter. This time I'm going to pick the same points, but I'm going to pick them from the right to the left. Again, I'll press F2 to bring up the text window. Notice the distance value is the same, it's 13 feet 6 inches, but the angle in the XY plane now reads 180, and the delta x, the change, now reads as a negative value. Again, that is purely based upon the direction I clicked the points. So in many cases, I can just read it as the absolute value, or in this case, 13 feet 6 inches. I'm going to press Enter to measure another distance, and this time I'll measure the vertical distance. And as we can see, I get my value of 12 feet 7.5 inches. If I wanted to measure both of those at once, I'll begin the command again, and this time I'll measure the diagonal of the room. In this case, I'm given a distance value, but I don't really care about that value. That's the diagonal. What I do care about is my change in x and my change in y. And I can see that I can get the length and the width of the room all in one command. That concludes this lesson on measuring the distance between 2 points in AutoCAD.